Taurus, I'm Christy, you're watching Tiny Turtle Tarot, and this is your reading for the week ahead. As always, if anything I say resonates or you feel it will in the future, because obviously it's not happened yet, please let me know by liking and subscribing. Let's get on with your reading. What's happening for the beautiful Taurus this week? Firstly, you have the Ten of Wands. Then you have the Four of Cups. Then you have the Knight of Pentacles. Then you have the Two of Wands and the Five of Cups. So as always, I'll talk you through these cards first and then clarify and get more out of them. Ten of Wands firstly is letting go of a lot of weight that you've been carrying, that isn't yours to carry, that you shouldn't have been carrying. And you're finally realising you can't carry it any longer, so you drop it. But then when you drop it, you go, ah, that feels better. So it's almost like a roller coaster, firstly, because you're like, look at me, I can hold all 10 wands, look how well I'm doing. And then you drop them and you might be a little bit disappointed for a second, but in the end you're going to be left relieved that you don't have to keep up appearances and that you have a lot more freedom of not. The interesting thing is that it actually says oppression, and that's really this energy. I feel like you are going to be a lot more free and feel a lot more free, and also I don't know why I'm getting left to your own devices, which is strange. You might be left to your own devices if you're used to having feeling as if you're being oppressed or caged in by someone else. Four of Cups is the energy of kind of not seeing an opportunity for what it is. A lot of you, there's an opportunity coming your way this week, and you're just going to be so chill, and you're just going to be so focused on something else or distracted by life in other areas that you're not going to see what it is. Now, this could be romantic. This could be you, because it's often in the traditional tarot a gift from the universe being handed to you, and you just kind of stare at it like, oh, that's pretty. My hands are full. I can't really right now. Like, you just keep yourself busy instead of seeing to the gift that you did ask for. So some of you are single and you've been wanting a partner or a relationship, and then one kind of knocks on your door and you're like, oh, yeah, not today. Not a good time. Not very convenient for me, sorry. So there's something like that you aren't going to see the gift that is being handed to you. Doesn't mean you're not going to accept it eventually. It just means this week you're kind of oblivious to something that you have asked for. It might not be a relationship. It might be a career or a job offer, and you're like, I want a new job, and one might find you and you go, oh, I'm not sure if I can do that, or that's really inconvenient timing right now, I've got a lot going on. And it's like, actually it's perfect timing for you to switch your life up. Knight of Pentacles is slow and steady wins the race. It's very reliable. So don't rush. Whatever you're up to, just remember life's not a race. Some of you might actually be athletes, or in the past you have done things and learnt, I want to do that quicker. I want to be the fastest to do that. Like, you might be quite competitive, and there might be something around that now of you unlearning that energy of wanting to be the fastest and realising, actually, I don't really mind if I'm not the first to buy a house, get married, do all these things. I really just want to take my time and feel that I'm doing what's right and what's meant for me. There's a switch in energy of you going, I'm just gonna... Some of you, like, to an obnoxious or an exaggerated degree, you're like, I'm not rushing, I'm not going to run, I'm not going to rush into this. And you're almost moving at a snail's pace, and it might frustrate others. Like, even in, like, little ways, you're genuinely just moving really slow. It's going to annoy people, but carry on. Carry on moving at that snail pace. If that feels right for you, carry on with it. If you're a slow walker and people around you are getting annoyed, good, carry on walking slow. Why is everyone in a rush to get from point A to point B? Like, yeah, you got somewhere to be at that time. That's not your problem, is it? Like, I don't know. It just feels like this hasty energy. You're having nothing to do with it this week. Two of Wands. I keep wiping my nose. I'm so sorry. I've not done that in any of the other readings. I have no tissue around. Deal with it. That's really rude. Deal with it. Two of Wands is choosing. And it's also planning. It's figuring out. You're choosing the way you go about something. How are you going to get over those flames? But again, this is tying in with that Knight of Pentacles of you're not really in a rush. You're like, well, if those flames come closer, I'll just walk further back. But I'm going to get past those flames. Do I find some water? Do I go around them? Do I go under them? Like, you're just chilling. Even if you find an obstacle like that, because of the slow pace at which you're moving, you're not threatened or scared. There's no energy here of you worrying. You're just like, yeah, if I take my time, I'll figure it out eventually. There's this very chill energy. Five of Cups, there's also energy of being disappointed or regretting something. Or there could be someone regretting something around you, regretting a way they treated you or didn't treat you, or disappointed in the situation, the way things have panned out. Clarify the Ten of Wands. You have the Hermit. Yeah, the Hermit with the Ten of Wands. The Hermit, I'm sorry if none of these have been focusing, by the way. My bad. Hermit can be spiritual awakening, isolation, right? Looking within to find your own spark of hope. Looking within to find what guides you and what inspires you forward. With the Ten of Wands, all your energy and time right now, or recently, it's like you were giving it to others and you were committed to helping others, committed to working for others, committed to being there for others, and that is amazing. There's nothing wrong with that at all. However, it seems like your priorities might switch up, maybe even temporarily, where you prioritize yourself and you prioritize what guides you and what lights you up and what you're best at and what excites you. And you're going to put yourself and your own needs first. Not what others want from you, not what others ask from you, but you're just taking a time out and you're going, yep, I need to figure out what I want. I need to figure out who I am. I need to figure out who I want to become. You're changing your priority to you, and it's very refreshing. Clarify the Four of Cups. You have the Lovers. So yeah, a lot of you, it was love. You asked for love, you asked for a relationship, and then one's knocking at your door. There's someone amazing there for you and you're just not seeing it. Others of you are in a relationship and you wanted this relationship, but now you're like, not really bothered about it. Your priorities, your attention's elsewhere. Someone might feel a little bit neglected if you are in a relationship and you aren't really there. Others of you, it can be flipped. It could be someone you're in a relationship with isn't really prioritizing you. You're not really bothered though. There's this weird energy of you just being like checked out a little bit this week. But in a nice way. Like it might be a nice break from your brain or something. Of you just being like, meh. Whatever will be, will be. It's so laid back. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles. You have the Nine of Pentacles. So slow and steady wins the race. Some of you are building your own little business. I always say little business, and I don't mean it to say little like that, but it's just because it's starting off little. But it will be very, very, very fruitful. Financial independence with the Nine of Pentacles. Also, like, just being able to stand on your own 2 feet and have built something for yourself, by yourself, that has your name on it. There's something very, very singular about something you're starting, creating or doing. If you've started businesses or projects in the past with other people, it just feels like this is going to be yours. This is yours, no one else's. No one can take credit for it, no one can, you know, it's yours black and white. Others of you, all of you, the amazing thing about this is you're building something for yourself. Side hustle, business, career, whatever it is you're creating and prioritizing right now for yourself, or about to once you figure out what it is. You're just doing it brick by brick with that Knight of Pentacles. You're not in a rush. You're not like, I need it tomorrow, I need it tonight. You're like, enjoying the journey, brick by brick, creating some type of success, financial gain, financial stability, brick by brick. You're not like, you know you've got to put in work, but you're also like enjoying, or going to really enjoy, building what this is for you. Which is beautiful, because a lot of people just enjoy the kind of success part, where you're a winner and you're going to be successful because you actually enjoy doing what you do, or will. Clarify the Two of Wands. You have the Six of Cups. Also, I randomly wanted to say, like out of nowhere, if you're not enjoying what you're doing, you have free will to change it. And I was like, why is that coming through? And then you have the Wheel of Fortune, which is change. Good fortune. So you have change coming. You can change what you want. You can change what is coming. There's no one, like, no one can stop you from living the life that makes you feel happy. Anyways, Six of Cups is, could be someone returning from the past. Could be childlike innocence, returning to like your inner child is what I'm trying to say. With the Two of Wands, you might be figuring out a way to do that, figuring out a way to make that work, figuring out a way to change, planning how you're going to find that. Others of you, there is something with the Six of Cups, is someone returning from when you were little, from when you were kids, you could have grown up together. Two of Wands, it's like you're figuring out how you go about it. Maybe you're figuring out where you stand with them, friends or more, or something. Clarify the Five of Cups for Taurus. I don't know why I'm getting this really impatient energy, like I want to wrap your reading up, which is really interesting. Some of you, even though you're in the Knight of Pentacles, take your time energy, you're also like, I've got things to do. Wrap it up, woman. Queen of Swords, clarifying Five of Cups. Queen of Swords is very blunt and would tell me to my face, wrap it up. Get to the point. Stop beating around the bush. And there's an energy here with the Five of Cups where you might be disappointed in yourself for not being more blunt, for speaking your truth, for not being more honest or open. Not that you weren't honest, but you just didn't share the full truth. You only shared what you needed to at the time, and there's something where you want... There is regret, or someone else is regretting not sharing, not being more blunt. Not being more, and blunt in a good way, like they regret not being more open and honest and raw with you. That could be someone you're in a relationship with, or almost got into a relationship with, and they're like, I wish I'd just told you how I felt because it doesn't matter now anyway. Like, there's something, there could be something revealed here, and this disappointment, it kind of feels like on both ends. With the Six of Cups right next to this and the Two of Wands, you could find out someone used to have a crush on you, and you're like, I used to have a crush on you. Like, it's like reciprocating this disappointment for you not figuring something out sooner. Actually, that's, when I was meditating on your cards, I got crush come through, crush. And it just sounded so childish and silly that I didn't say it, but you have Six of Cups. There's nothing childish about crush. Sometimes a crush is very, very beautiful and kind of creates that nice energy of excitement, and like, especially if it's a workplace or a school crush or something, it kind of gets you, oh, I want to go there now. I want to see them. So anyways, what was I talking about? I don't know. I'm going to wrap your reading up here. Sorry, it was very random. If anything I said resonated or you feel it will in the future, please let me know by liking and subscribing. And I'll see you next Tuesday for Tiny Told Tarot Tuesdays.